The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. I cannot believe it, but we are, this is the next to last Topic Time show of 2024. After this, I have the guest, the day after Christmas guest. I have an awesome guest, and I'm going to talk about her later. Not to you guys. We'll leave that till next week. But now we have a great artist. He's out in Dearborn, Michigan. But before we get to him, got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So, get some new ones. We have the Bazaar Hair Salon right in here in Easton. They're a new one. We got Hammer and Stain Do-It-Yourself Workshops, also here in Easton. They're a new one. We have Gene Hardy Flooring in West Bridgewater. We have European Auto Sales in Whitman. We have Easton Auto Service and U.S. Gas in South Easton. We have Jay's Barbershop in Abington. They're a new one. We have Scott's Fine Wine and Spirits in Easton. We have One Good Credit in Brockton. We have Grip It and Rip It Sports and Trading Cards in West Bridgewater. We have Madigan Land Surveying in Middleborough. We have Lynch's Towing, Auto, Cycle, and Truck Center in Brockton. One number for towing, one number for projects. My pal Lynch, he's always looking for new scrap metal wheels, anything to do with transportation. He handles it all. We have Pal's Driving School in Middleborough, setting up classes for February, March, and April of 2025. Better get on that website. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have Diesel Plus Unlimited in Whitman. We have the Riverside Cafe in Wareham. They make the best breakfast in Boston and the Cape, and they're open 6 days a week, all except Wednesdays, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., and they have DoorDash delivery. We have Good Old Dave's Automotive in Hanson on Route 58. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We have Doggy Boutique, all beat professional groomings for dogs and cats, run by my great next-door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We have Haven Psychiatric Services right here in the building in room 211. We have RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We have Countertops Express in North Attleboro, experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. We have Joe's Diner in Taunton, and we have my brother, Evan Young, the realtor, and I want to thank you guys very much. And now, Mr. Troy Smith, how you doing today?
I'm good.
My show.
Did you miss any of those?
What did I? No. Oh, you're going to be a wise guy. Good. I like that. But I like your attentiveness to detail. That's really cool. And I noticed you got a bunch of sweet pics behind you on the pinkish colored wall you got there. Are those your own?
It's a white wall. It's just the lighting.
What's that?
I got some Christmas lights up. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you okay. You speak into the mic a little better. It's pretty good.
Hello.
Okay, it's fine. We'll be all right.
I'm not exactly an audio guy.
Yeah, me either.
I got a nice microphone. I just don't know how to use it.
Okay, well, it's okay. I just heard you. Yeah, just keep your mouth about 2 inches from the mic and you should be fine.
Right on.
Okay. Well, tell me about those pics behind you. Did you design them?
Yeah. The one right here. Where am I?
Yeah, you got 4 of them.
This is Night of
the Living Berg. And then you got something that I can read.
We'll get into that in a little bit. But I did, let's see, I did this poster back here for Vinnie Paulino.
Okay.
I believe you did a show with him before. He's one of the WATP guys.
Yeah, of course. Who else? They're the ones that brought us together, I believe.
That's right.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. No, that's swell. So you're very talented. And you're an artist, and you sent us some pictures that we're going to look at as well. And that's incredible. But of course, like what I do with every guest is I like to profile them and find out what the whole deal is. So tell me about yourself. Tell me where you grew up, what you did as a kid, and how it got you into where you're at now, and then we'll roll forward from that. Oh, by the way, that's your shirt too. You made that as well, right?
Yeah, I made that. That's Neil Brennan's brother.
Neil Brennan, the actor who played the King in The King and I?
Neil Brennan. He's a comedian.
Neil Brennan. I thought Yul Brennan. Okay. That's an old movie,
close.
Probably before your time.
Pretty close, but anyway, what were we talking about? You
as a kid, growing up.
As a kid, yeah, growing up. I always drew as a kid. I wasn't as talented as I am now, of course. My skills have.
I wasn't as talented as I am now either as a kid.
That's right. The practice makes perfect, right?
Exactly, like a fine wine. It happens with age, basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, so I just been drawing my whole life. I haven't really pursued it career-wise. I do something else as a day job. I just do it as a hobby. I'd like to do it for a living, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten any like major opportunities just yet, but hopefully soon. But I have been doing a lot of work for different podcasts and stuff and getting my name out there. So, and of course, this.
Oh, yeah. And your puppy has something to say too. That's cool.
Yeah, he's a little jerk sometimes. Excuse me, I'm busy.
Well,
So, anyways, yeah. So I just do it in my spare time, and I love doing it. So
okay, so you
creating stuff.
Well, how old were you? How old were you when you started doing drawings?
Pretty much when I could pick up a pencil. I mean,
Wow. Okay. Did you now? I got to ask other things. Did you do anything else? Did you play sports? Did you do music or anything like that?
wasn't really a sports guy, because I don't know, I'm not very athletic, but
It's hard to believe. You look very athletic.
really?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You got the beef.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, yeah, so I was into like creative stuff growing up, and not so much sports, but yeah, I just kind of
Not even
grew
about
all the
music. Did you
time.
play music at
Oh,
all?
music, yeah. I
Tell
was
me about
actually
that. If
I
you
was a
would, please.
rapper for a while in the early 2000s. But I kind of grew out of that when I had a kid, and I matured a little bit. So
Oh, okay.
no
How
more
old is
host.
how old is you?
Huh?
How old is you have a kid? How old is your kid?
He's 12.
Okay. Well,
He's actually he's an artist too. He's really good.
Okay, an artist too. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, how did you end up? All right. How did you end up hooking up with WATP?
So that's funny. I drew a lot of pictures, and I would post them on Reddit and stuff, and I would get a bunch of likes from a bunch of the fans and stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm watching one day, and he's got one of my drawings like printed on a poster behind him.
Without paying for it?
Yeah, can you believe that?
Yeah, I know. What a sleazeball. Just
I
kidding,
know.
Kyle.
Owes me some cash for that. But anyway, but no, it was great because it exposed my my art,
It
and
launched you.
got me out there, and it even got to the point. So the one in particular I'm talking about is the big Stuttering John picture behind him,
Okay.
and everybody started using Carl's background for their own shows, like as a green screen
Okay.
background. So my picture was behind all these different podcasters and stuff. Even Stuttering John himself had that background of the picture that I drew of him behind him.
Wow.
My dog is very rude. I apologize. Excuse me.
He wants to let him sit on your lap. Can he sit on your lap? He doesn't sound like he's too big.
That's some Rob Saul territory I don't want to step into, but
Okay.
we'll get into that. Hang on a second. Hey, shut up.
Oh man. Well, he wants your attention.
There's somebody out there outside who's barking out of the window.
Let me ask you something. Did you ever do any acting?
I actually haven't done any real acting, but I did some puppeteering in this movie where I was
really?
about
So it's kind of like you do like animated stuff.
Somewhat, but it was my hand. It wasn't really it was God, this dog is really driving me nuts. Hey, very distracting.
It's okay. It's okay.
Very unprofessional.
Love animals.
Hang on. You want me to grab him real quick?
Yeah, just grab him.
Come here.
Just be gentle. That's all.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah.
All right. That's probably what he wants. He just wants to sit in your lap while you do the show. In the meantime, I can get a good, perfect view of those pictures on your wall there. Ah, there you go.
This is Stavros.
Oh, he just wanted some attention. Hey, buddy. What's his name?
Yeah. Trying to be gentle.
Okay. Woo.
There we go.
That's beautiful.
Stavros.
Okay, so now you got your, oh yeah, you got your best friend. You see, you quieted him right down.
Yeah.
That's
So,
beautiful.
anyways,
Yep.
where were we?
Yeah, I was when you got up. I got a good look at your pictures. They're behind you. You were blocking them before, but now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
You look like you're a sports fan. You got a Detroit Tigers hat on.
I'm just representing the city.
Okay.
I'm kind of I'm into the Lions this year. They're kicking some
Me
butt.
too. I want to see the Lions win the Super Bowl. I would love
Yeah.
that. Remember I told you a few minutes ago I had a shrink out from Dearborn, Michigan, and then when he raised
Right.
his rates, I got good and healthy fast. He went up to 250 for a 50-minute session, so I said no
Oh
more.
my God.
But he was a
Yeah.
good guy, and yeah, and we always talk sports whenever I had a session with him. And he loved the Lions, and he was a big fan of all the Detroit teams. And none of the
Right.
Detroit teams won a championship. Well, that's not true. The Red Wings won a couple when I was seeing them, but the Boston teams won a lot more during the time I was seeing them. We had all 4 teams won championships during those years,
Yeah.
and that's always fun. But I'm definitely rooting for the Lions this year. I mean, they haven't won me, because if they win, I'll give them a call and say, hey, congratulations. I know you've been waiting for this for your whole life, that kind of thing. So, all right, well, so when did you start doing designs for Kyle? How many years ago?
It was a few years ago. So yeah, one day I looked up and he had my picture on the thing, and then
Right, you already said that, but how
kinda-
long ago was that about?
no, I know. It was like 3 years ago or something like that.
Okay.
4, maybe 4. But yeah, he just hit me up a couple times to do some posters for the show and for his band, and
Okay.
yeah, and I did some other stuff for other podcasts, friends of his. So
Okay. Well, so tell me a little about the acting you've done. You said you did some.
no, I did the only really acting I did was in this movie on the poster behind me, the Night of the Living Berg. I just did the puppetry.
Oh, the puppets, right? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
do you do that a lot? Do you do puppeteering?
No, that's the first puppet I ever made and first puppeteering I ever did. It was a buddy of mine. If we could just jump into the movie if you want, I could start talking about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
The premiere was last night. It was pretty awesome. It was a short creature feature, like comedy horror film
Okay.
called Night of the Living Berg.
Yeah, I see that. That's okay.
Killer
Have any hot
hamburger.
girls in it?
Yeah, there's a hottie.
Good. I think it looks like I see someone on the looks pretty. People look pretty good up there on that.
Yeah.
poster.
I sent you a photo if you want to in the email. You can get a
Okay,
better
yeah,
look
we're gonna pop those on. When we edit the show on Tuesday, they'll all be in the graphics. I mean, they'll all be in the show.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, don't
Cool.
worry about that. Believe me, we got you covered there, my friend. Okay.
Right on.
All right. So, well, do you do this for a living, the yacht, or do you do other stuff too?
No, my day job, I work in the auto industry. I'm on the line making Mustangs.
Oh, you work. Oh, so you're part of the Detroit Motor line, right? Is that it?
That's right.
Do you
UAW.
travel to Detroit to work? I mean, is it in Detroit or is it
My plant, it's not in Detroit proper, but it's
Right.
it's right
Okay,
metro.
that's swell. I mean, hey, everybody has to have a car. When you realize now that when we looking back and I don't really usually get political on the show, but I have to say I did hear that a lot of American automotive manufacturing jobs have kind of gone down the crapper, and it sounds like that's not the case with you. At least you still got something going on.
Yeah, I've been there for a little bit, but yeah, it is what it is. It's got its ups and downs, so it's got good benefits and all that stuff. And
Yeah, right. Do you get a free car as well?
I wish.
Yeah, I know. I was just okay. I'm just wondering. You know why? I'm looking at you. I swear you could be a chauffeur. You have a chauffeur type look too.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that? You ever done like Uber driving or anything like that?
No, not in particular.
Okay. I don't know why, but I just got a sense.
Not for a living. I've given a lot of rides.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Okay. Yeah, I mean, no, you're sort of comical. Have you ever written anything besides, like poetry, anything that's, worth reading?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was a rapper for a while.
You
so,
were, okay.
Yeah, I'm not very musically inclined. I can't play any instruments. I wanted to play like in a heavy metal band, but I can't play guitar or sing very well. So next best thing, I decided to rap.
Okay,
So
it is. Well, rapping is awesome. Well,
I've always been intrigued or like fascinated by words and wordplay and rhyming and just literature.
have you ever? Now, I've had some guests on the show that are rappers, and what they do is sometimes they get their beats from you, not from YouTube, but from online. Do you do that, or do you create your own beats, or were you doing it?
I haven't done it in about almost 20 years now, but back in the day, I'd have friends that would make the beats on the,
Okay.
the drum machines and stuff like that. And we did get some beats from the internet for free, but you can't really, you don't have the rights to that
Yeah,
stuff.
I understand. You got to pay for it, so it's better to make your own.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, so what about like videos? Did you make videos of your raps too?
There is a video out there. I'd rather not share because it's a little cringy, but yeah, there's some stuff out there. I got. I am proud of the work that I did. It was. I'm not. I've heard a lot of terrible garbage, and I can't say that I was a very good rapper, and I was good at what I did, and I loved it, and it was fun. And when we played shows and stuff, I loved being in front of the crowd and stuff. And
Did you?
but
Now
I
Was
just kind of grew
Carl?
out of it.
You know, I interviewed Carl almost 2 years ago. I remember I had him on the show at my very first show of 2023, January 4th. Now he's a musician too, right? Didn't he play the
Yeah,
guitar?
very talented, very talented.
Yeah. Okay. Does he do? I didn't even mean. I don't think we even covered it. But does he make a living that or get paid anything for doing those gigs with his guitar?
Him and his buddies just love
Just do the
playing, and
WJTP thing. That's wonderful.
yeah, they put a lot of well, I'm talking about the Isotopes, his band. Um, they do a lot of free shows. They just do it for the love of the music. So
Okay.
I think that's really
So,
cool of them.
you know, Stuttering John gave me a call, and I thought we were going to get him on the show. Have you worked
Uh-oh.
with him?
No, he blocked me on Twitter because I made fun of him because he's he's very did you lose me?
What's that? No, I'm here.
Okay. No, he's very he's a big grammar Nazi, and he gets on everybody for misspelling and mis
Yeah, but
speaking.
that's what gives him his charm, doesn't it? But
Yeah,
yeah,
of course. So then I had to poke back at him one time because he did some misspelling on Twitter. So I said, hey, he claims to be in Mensa. So I said, hey, Mr. Mensa, you spelled so and so wrong. And then he said his reply was, yeah, well, I was driving. And my reply to that was, great time to text while you're driving, dummy. And then he blocked me. So
well, gee, you gave him some good
I
advice.
guess we can't be friends.
He took it personally.
Yeah.
All right, so
Took it
you
personally.
did connect with him, and then he called me, and I
Very
don't know. And
briefly.
then when I called him back, I couldn't believe it when I got a call from him. But when I called him back, they told me the number had been disconnected.
Oh, what do you
So
know?
so I don't know if I don't think he blocked me, but he must maybe didn't pay his bill or something.
That's
That's Stuttering John, I guess.
that checks out.
Well, yeah. Okay.
It's,
So tell me
very
about how often do you make these calligraphies? Do you do them regularly?
calligraphies.
Well,
What do you mean
I
by
call them calligraphies because they say, oh, I mean, well, art calligraphies. Maybe I just made up a new term, but that's what
well,
they.
calligraphy is like the
I know
fancy,
calligraphy
like,
is graphic. I know, but but you know what? Why can't a drawing be a calligraphy too?
I don't know. You're right. I stand, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
The
Well,
my calligraphies are I draw pretty much every day.
okay.
Mostly on the iPad. I got a pretty cool program that I like to work on stuff. I'm in the middle of a huge project right now. Are you familiar with Dr. Steve?
Oh, okay. I remember Dr. Steve. He did the show.
Did he? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chipper.
So
Chipper.
yeah,
Right.
I
Yeah.
did this for him.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah.
Weird
We
medicine.
had a great. I remember we had a great discussion about certain properties of anal retention. And,
Oh, nice.
and we took it from there.
Good topic.
Yeah, because that seemed to be. I mean, it seems to me he's done a lot of stuff in that field. Isn't that what he
Right.
does?
Yeah.
And
He's a doctor.
he's comical about it, which is fine.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's the nicest guy ever. So I'm doing a huge project for him. It's a playing card game featuring a bunch of characters we all know from different podcasts. So
Okay.
that should
What
be
kind of projects are you
cool.
doing with him? Just more
Well,
more pictures?
yeah, the card game I was just mentioning, and I did that the Bristol stool scale mug.
Oh, you did the mug. Okay.
One. Yep. What else did I do for him? I did a big back Simpsons themed background for his website, and some other stuff. Just nothing. Yeah.
And when I talked to you a little while ago, I asked if you were a podcaster too, but you said no, you just do pictures for them.
I've actually been trying to dip my toes in it for probably over a year. I've been wanting to get into it. Like I said, I bought a microphone. I got
Yeah, you got all the tools for it.
headphones. I'm just kind of I'm real nervous when it comes to stuff, and I kind of clam up. I'm not a big talker, so I'm surprised this is going as smoothly as it is.
Well, I'm trying to help you with that.
I've been very nervous for this because it's such a prestigious
Oh, it is
program,
Oh,
and
of course.
I feel like such a lucky boy to be on
My show, of course. Hey,
show.
listen,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, I see people out there that look like they're interesting in what they do, and next thing I know, I shoot them to pinnacles I've never seen before and been to before.
Yeah. Actually, I got a few people, if you're interested, that might want to do the show. Like my buddy who made this movie.
Okay.
He'd be a great topic time guest if you're interested.
I'm very interested. In fact, what I usually do is I save the anticipation for new guests till the end of the show. But as long as you're bringing it up, if you want to tell me about some of these people, I'd love to hear it. That way we can keep the discussion going and we won't run out of stuff to talk about. But that's up to you. If not, I'll find something else to talk about.
Hey, it's your show, man. Whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'll find something else to talk about. How's the weather out there?
Can we can't swear on this, can we? You're on cable.
It's not too bad, right? It's for the. I mean, let's face it. You got to figure this time of year. It's got to be pretty.
Oh,
cold.
you're in Boston. You know how it is. It's all right. Actually, you know what? Tell you the truth, it's been very, very mild so far. It's only snowed maybe one time.
Sweet.
It hasn't been bad at all.
Yeah, as you can see behind me, I got a nice snow-covered back. It looks kind of like a snow lake. What we do here is, at my Easton location, we always take. Well, lately they've been taking pictures of cities and popping them behind me. But now we got just it's usually a scene which coincides with. And I was talking about this with my tech guy, the seasons, and it's kind of cool. It brings back memories of when I started here. I have been doing the show here for 6 years now, which blows my mind. But almost 15 overall.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, what does your weekly schedule usually look like now?
Well, I work during the day, so
like what, 7 to 3? I figure it's probably an early
well,
morning.
it's supposed to be 6 to 2:30, but we get forced overtime all the time, so it could.
Oh, you do?
Up to 4:30. Yeah.
Wow. You get up pretty early for that.
Yeah, I got to be on the line at 6, so I got to wake up at like 4 a.m., get to the plant, and walk all the way to from the parking lot. That's like 10 minutes. So.
Oh, are you close enough to the plant that you can just walk? Save money on gas?
No, I'm about 25 minutes away from the
plant.
So
you got to drive. Okay, well that's all right. Well, it looks like you got a nice house. That is your house, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
All mine.
Now that pink wall, I'm just curious. Is that from the light, or did you deliberately have it that color?
No, it's not pink. I got red Christmas lights up top. It's like gray.
It's like a strobe effect, kind of. Well, not a strobe, like a light effect, lighting.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't realize I was gonna look like I got a pink wall behind me. Should have thought that over.
That tattoo on your arm, did you do it yourself?
Which one?
That
I got
one.
lots of tattoos.
All of them, yeah. Now it's, yeah. I'm just wondering if somebody as artistic as you can do your own tattoos.
I did this D on my arm.
Okay. You did, okay.
Can't really see it.
It's a Viking, right?
Oh, it's an Old English D, the Tiger's D. I can't.
Oh, it's a D. All right, now I see it's a D. Well, that's awesome. Man, I mean, did you go to any Tigers games this year? They were in the hunt. They went to the playoffs. They just couldn't.
Yeah, they pulled through in the.
They lost to the Yankees
at the end of it, but yeah, they lost. I didn't go into any games this year. Yeah, I did go to this year. I didn't went to one on Father's Day. I got free tickets.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. All right, but you don't really play. You never played sports or anything.
I played as a kid, but it didn't really catch on.
Did you ever?
A fat kid, and it was not.
Are you college educated? And if so, what did you go? What school?
I got a diploma from high school.
Oh, okay, me too. Almost 50 years old.
I went briefly to school for graphic design, but that didn't really work out. I did learn a lot, and I have the talent, so that's what you really need to be a graphic designer. But there's just certain techniques and skills and programs you need to learn to really be
little too much
Get the
for you.
good jobs.
Yeah, I understand. You have to figure out your own niches and
Right.
barriers that you have to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. All right. Well, I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with art that's artsy. I mean, you can make. Okay, yeah. Okay, we are down to the final 5 minutes of the show, by the way.
Wow.
Okay, I hope.
All right.
Well, what I was about to say is that, I mean, I don't know, somehow anything you do can be art. You can cut hair and it's artistic. You look like you're
Yeah.
right. You can sort of tell that you get that. You can.
Yeah, so that's one thing, like doing what I do as a job, it's brainless. It's a assembly line, so the cars come down the line, I shoot like 3 screws, I connect a wire, and I put a little part in the back here, and then it keeps going. I keep doing that over and over, 300 or 400 times a day, so it's mindless. So all day I got headphones in, listening to music or podcasts, and I'm just thinking about a project that I'm working on. Like I'm just constantly thinking of different things I can create, and everything I look at, I got a weird brain. Like I'm constantly analyzing things and
Me
looking at
too.
shapes and stuff. I'm like, wow, that looks like this, and I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but I always thirst to create. But then what sucks is I work 10 hours doing that crap, and then by the time I get home, I'm so exhausted I don't even want to pick up the pencil. You know what I mean? So it's
Oh, I understand, but
catch 22.
but don't you have like the weekends off usually?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, and for that you can do your creative stuff.
For sure.
Well,
Yep.
you reminded me of jobs I used to have right where back in the 20th century where I'd wear a Walkman on my head, like, and I could hear music. Like and that's and you can do that while you're moving those cars along, can't you?
Yeah.
There's no rule there may be a rule against texting and driving, but not listening to music while moving the cars. That's kind of ironic when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, I know. You ever, I don't know, something tells me you dream a lot. You probably have a lot of crazy dreams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
had a dream that
I got a weird mind, man.
Well, I get my water pipes are broken in my house, and I getting fixed, and my radiators, and I had getting fixed too. And I had no hot water in my shower, and I had a dream that these guys dug a 40-foot hole in my backyard and threw the new unit in there because the basement I have is only a 4-foot crawl space, and I haven't even been down it because I'm 5'7", and that's a good way to wreck your back. I thought I'd throw that in for effect. All right, well, look, if you had a good time with me, what I want you to do is give some shouts out to people that are going to see the show, the ones that you just mentioned. And if, like you said, anyone you think might be a good guest for me, you got my digits now. Give it to them, and I'll have them on. I'd love to. You got any pretty girls that want to come east and do the show with me? That's fine, but we'll get them on by Zoom, either, if they want to do it that way, whatever works.
Sounds good, man.
Okay, now, just in the last few minutes, is there anything coming up on the horizon that you want to mention? Just because I want to make sure we cover everything.
I don't know. Maybe just
if not,
look
that's
out
fine.
For me.
But I just want. What's that?
I'm coming soon somewhere.
You doing what somewhere?
Coming soon. I don't know. I'm trying to, like I said, I want to start podcasting, but I'm still figuring out exactly like the logistics. So.
Well, you just got to go with the flow. You got to ask questions that pique people's curiosity, just like I'm doing.
Right.
It took me over 50 years to do my first show. So I mean, and even then I had no guests, and even then we were going live, and I had no callers yet either. Yeah, but eventually I did get callers, but guests were easy to come by. Not that they're always easy to get, but as you work it, and eventually you get great at it. Do you have any dreams and aspirations for the future that might not be included in the near future, but something that you have, like, where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years?
I'd love to be a more successful artist. I've been making T-shirts and stickers and stuff by the brand name Choice Myth.
Okay.
Which is a play on my name, Troy Smith.
Sure. Cool.
So yeah, I'd like to expand my brand and possibly have a little bit of a following by 5 years.
Get your podcast up and running.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Okay. All right, folks, we're wrapping up another great episode of Topic Time. See you next time for the final Topic Time show of 2024. Snapping off and rolling out.
FKB.
There we go. Hopefully.
And FF.
There we go.
Okay. God, I wish I could hear this. I love this song.